Ladies and gentlemen, let me guess. First of all, a very, very happy new year to everyone
Everyone.
and welcome to 55th episode of SNL by TechWiser.
53rd.
54th? 53rd, okay,
53.
53rd. 53. I did get the new year right though.
Of course. Of course. That was the last thing you should have gotten wrong. Like, come on.
And new year, new mic, new setup, and a lot will be changing soon as well. So, yeah, just let me know how's the audio quality this time. We had made certain changes to the mic. I hope it should be better than the before.
Oh, I think you sound really good as per my
Hmm.
understanding, but yeah, far, far better than what it used to be previously. And I think we'll also get asked done. Happy New Year. Is it viral or is it viral? I hope it's viral. Viral Vengas. Vengi. Sorry for the pronunciation, but Happy New Year to you as well.
Audio is better. Oh, thanks. Good, good to hear that. Sounds good. Oh no, it should be better. Oh yeah, people are saying that it's better.
You would be so disappointed if people are like, no, it's not better. It's gotten worse than before.
Audio quality is awesome. Thanks, man. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. What's your biggest expectation from 2022? Well, we will be talking
We'll
about
talk
that in
all
our
of
talk.
that. We'll talk all of that. And if you're just joining the stream, well, welcome. Happy New Year. How's your celebrations going on? And quickly just like the stream so we can let everyone else know this is the first happy 2022 live stream where we're going to talk about all that happened in tech in 2021 and what's going to happen in 2022. What are
Hmm.
our expectations? What you can expect
Sick as in
in
dope
the good
sick
way.
or unwell sick? Yeah, in a cool way or not?
In the good way, I guess.
Hmm. So, how was your New Year? What are the things that you are looking forward to?
I'm looking forward to. I'm
Hmm.
confused. Should I buy a mixer or should I buy a hand blender? That's what I was thinking about today. Like I have very small problems in life. Like I don't know how people have bigger problems. Like I have very, very small problems in life.
The word you're looking for is first world problems. I have
It's
first
not
world
first.
problems in
No, no,
my
it's
life.
not first world problem. I was sick for the past 3 days, so I was just taking things very slow. Like I didn't want it to do anything spectacular. Like and of course, COVID cases are on the rise. So oh, people are suggesting hand blender. People are suggesting hand blender. Okay, okay. I'll look into that. I'll maybe go for something which is cheaper. Like if mixers is cheaper, I'll buy a mixer, or if hand blender is cheaper, I'll buy hand blender because I don't use both of them. I won't be using it every day.
What is the expected price of Xiaomi Mi 11i? I think under 30,000 is what I think pretty much all the specs are out and most of it is somewhat true as well. But the price I'm expecting is 30,000 somewhere down there.
Okay. 30,000. 30,000.
Hmm.
It's rumored to come with Dimensity 920. So Dimensity 920 is, but yeah, they can price it 30,000. I'm expecting it 25, 26, but they can price it 30,000 because of the charging and all of that. And if they happen to make the phone slim as well, they'll charge some extra bucks for that due to the looks and all of that. But could be, it could be. But
I
then
think
it would come down to like if you want to buy a really good charging latest phone or you want to buy something which is Dimensity 1200, like flagship, because you get Dimensity 1200 and 30,000 as well. Interesting. Has this happened to you? Like I think it's a very common problem with everyone. Your search engine changes like randomly. It's usually due to some extension, crappy extension that you downloaded.
Windows.
It's not about Windows. It's about, that happens in Mac as well. Like I've seen a lot of people, it happens in Mac as well. See, secure search. This is some kind of crazy thing which is happening for like ages. Like I've been using Chrome for about 3, 4 years, as far as I remember, or more than that. But this secure search thing happens like every time, and I've seen it with everyone. and people have no clue what went wrong. But you download some, sideload some apps, or you download some random extension, and it will keep your search engine as secure search, and then you start getting Yahoo searches, Bing searches, and what all random thing.
Uh, okay, so let's pick some questions. The theme we are sticking to today is expectation from smartphone launches in general. Hmm. Okay, so here is we have expectation from new iPhone SE in 2022. I think the
They
smartphone
they
it's
would be
gonna be launching in
recycling
the first one.
they would be recycling the iPhone mini body, so you would see something like that. So finally, you will have a notch and a good-looking phone for an SE. That's because they're shutting down the entire mini series. iPhone 12 mini, 13, right? 13 mini is the last mini they are going to be making.
Hmm.
For them, the sales of the mini is quite low, so they are going to go away with it. So they would recycle that body into iPhone SE, is what I'm expecting from an SE in 2022.
What about the pricing?
Acha pricing. Pricing, it's really like this would be the best year to see like how the iPhones are priced in India, because they are setting up manufacturing in India. They are moving with iPhone 13 and all of that. Plus, they are selling a lot of iPhones in sale. So it would be really good to see how good they. SE has SE been a huge seller in India ever? Like, do you see
Hmm.
people using an iPhone SE that frequently? Do you around
I think
yourself?
11 and 12 are the most popular one.
Ha! Because they sold a lot of during the sale. Like the honest chat can tell me if any of you guys is using an SE. The SE 2020, which looked like the iPhone 8, that sold a
Hmm.
lot, but that again was selling for around 20,000, 25,000 in sale. So people bought it. But I haven't seen enough people buy an SE at their original price. But yeah, it would be exciting. Like I want to see that mini form factor and what they can do with an SE 2022. How much you would you buy an SE for? Like how much would you pay for a SE in 2022?
Second. How much would I won't buy the AC. I don't see any point. Like I'm not a like in small smartphone enthusiast, the form factor enthusiast, and I don't think it's like worth the money.
45K is too much, Anmol. Like
Hmm.
45K for an SE would be like absurd. I'm expecting something around 30,000. But yeah, SE 2020 was also priced 40,000. Yeah. 30 is what I would like to see. 30 is what I would like to see, but it's Apple. They can go 40,000 as well. You wouldn't be amazed if they release an SE 2020 with just a single camera. No, but yeah, they could put a wide angle camera. At least they have the body for that. Mm, it won't be a bad phone, but yeah, they could price it way back.
Hmm. I see an interesting question. I think can't seem to find it now. There was something related to um yeah, smartphone trends. So what are the smartphone trends you are looking forward to in 2022?
Acha, more custom silicon chips. Like that's my number one. I was even talking in one of the SNLs. I don't know. The honest chat can tell me if they remember. I was talking like Oppo has their own chip. Like they are making the small chips to support their camera.
Hmm.
Vivo, I think Vivo X70 Pro. They had one of those chips for camera. The iQOO had a single chip for their display. Uh, Xiaomi has Surge series, which make they Surge S1, Surge S2, and Tensor is with Google, and I'm using a Google Pixel 6 just to let you guys know. So I'm experiencing that Tensor thing, and I think you would be happy to know. Let me tell you, I have used the Pixel for about 2 weeks. Is it been 2 weeks? Somewhere roughly that
Hmm.
time,
Hmm.
and I am still yet to finish the battery in a single day. Like on
Oh,
a light
nice.
day, I'm returning 48-50% on bed on a very light usage, like 3 to 4 hours of screen on time. And on a heavy day that we went shooting the entire day, I was still back to 20% or 30%. So that's there. Like I would say the battery, this should be the best battery life on any Pixel we have seen so far. Because we have used Pixel 3, we have used Pixel 1. 4a is also not that brilliant. And at least the Pixel 6 series, not the Pro one, the 6 series, it's having a really good battery life. Like it could easily go 1.5 day. On light usage or on heavy usage, 1 year, 1 day easily. So, and the camera things and all the Google Assistant processing they have done. So they are using that custom chip to their benefit a little bit, which will get better with time. Uh, One thing, this fingerprint, like I could show you right now. I don't know. Let's wipe out the messages. Can you see?
Yeah, it's pretty fast.
It's not fast.
Is it not? No, but then
See,
you have to press it in a way like you would be using it in real life. Some.
it's slow. It misses. Like 7 out of 10 times it's right, but those 3 times it misses. Like you have to pick up and do it again. So custom chips is what I'm backing on. Like that should be a really good thing. What are your like most solid trend in 2020?
Things that I would be looking forward to, I'm not sure, but things that I did like I want to see end is 2 megapixel cameras, though depth camera and those that like it's done and dusted. It's time for them to go now.
Those are something like what do you call?
And
There was a
nobody in
previous
the
book.
industry, like everybody in the industry, no matter who you are watching, be it in Hindi, English, they everyone is like, yeah, then you also get 2 megapixel depth camera and
Which is something
micro
no
and
one
all that.
appreciates.
No
No one
one
appreciates.
appreciate, not even the reviewers, not even the people using it. Everybody knows that it's a gimmick by now. So yeah, I think it's about time that they should get rid of it. Hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
Something that I would like to see is battery optimization. Instead
Okay.
of like working for 100 watt of battery, how about making processor in a efficient processor, or making an efficient software which can last a phone for more than 2 days, rather than like I think 4500 mAh or even 5000 is good enough now.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
If you
Hmm.
work on battery optimization, now that you also have custom chips, maybe they can figure out a way to optimize those battery which can last for at least 2 days. So that would be
So
something
have we
rather than
reached?
doing 100 watt.
So have we reached that? Like your phone is fast enough. Like it can't get any more faster. Have we reached that point? Like, okay, how much fast can it be now? So if we have reached that point, then the next thing to show off is optimizations, battery optimizations. Like a phone has this really incredible 3 hours of battery life, 3 days of battery life, or 2 days of battery life, or some exciting battery tech.
Hmm. I think
Hmm.
even on Mac, if you look at it, earlier Mac used to have 10, 12 hours of battery life, which you practically get 6, 7 hours of battery life. But the moment they switched to a custom chip, which is
M1.
M1, they instantly double that. So now a MacBook Pro, the latest one, can last 20 hours. Mine easily lasts 10, 15 hours. When they say 10, 15, 12, 20 hours, it also lasts 20 hours. So I think the custom chip was a key ingredient. Now that
Clean.
can you, if you bring Tensor, like you said, now that you have Tensor on Google Pixel, you're able to get more battery life. It's lasting way more than any other Pixel we have tested. So
One of the reasons is the hardware team or the smartphone manufacturers know what exactly task they have to do, like what users frequently do, and they can then just put up a single chip or a separate low power chip for it, and that's done. Like you don't need to use the CPU all the time to unlock your phone or just read notifications or all of that. This is like a very small low power task. Okay,
correct.
okay.
Hmm.
Kindle PaperWhite 7th Gen for 3000 worth it. Checks. If you are already a 3000 is a very cheap
Yeah,
price, right?
it's a very,
Very
very good price. There's no
good
way it won't be worth it for that price.
for that price.
Kindles, they don't sell seventh generation as of now. We have the 10th generation, which is currently being sold. Seventh was discontinued a while ago, but I think the last price was during the sale. You get it for 7, 8 thousand. 7, 8. It's usually sold for 10,000. You get it for 7, 8 thousand during those Prime Day sale. So if you are able to get the same thing for 3,000, it's definitely a good deal.
Definitely
And
worth it.
like if you like
Uh-huh.
it, spend more and get a better one later.
Get a better one later. Yeah, it's a good point to start with. Like 3,000 wouldn't hurt much. Like you could buy, like if you go out searching for three books would cost you 3,000 rupees. And not
Hmm.
like if you wouldn't have to buy books after you buy a Kindle, you still have to buy a book. But yeah, it's more sorted. So Guhan is Happy New Year, Team TechWiser. Happy New
Oh,
Year to everyone, and uh, shout out to all the community. Like it's been a year of SNL. Have we reached 1 year of SNL? I don't think so.
if we count the first season as well, I think we have.
We have reached 1 year. So to the honest chat, to all the smartphone videos and getting back on track, like we had a really good year. I think we were talking about this. Like,
Oh,
uh,
there you go. Shubham left
there you
you.
go. Hello from iOS. Hey. So now where you will use GCam.
It's about time. I think everybody. It's about time people move to.
Like a
Eventually,
smartphone,
they switch to.
a platform, or a what do you say, or a company shouldn't be a barrier in your work. If you feel your work can be done better on some other platform, of course switch to it. Like everything is just a tool to do your work. That's there.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm having like this lot of questions from this expectations of any smartphone launch from Carl P's Nothing brand asking this question from last three episodes. Sorry, like that's the ritual we have to repeat. Like there's slow chat mode for all of you, but the client we use doesn't have slow chat mode, so we miss
All.
super chats as well.
Mm.
So
Also, one thing that I can add is sometimes we do have information from the brand, but that's then it's under embargo. So
embargo or
even
confidential.
if we take your question, like they do have, they do share the launch event, the launch date with us, and the code name of the device and all that key specifications just to keep everything's rolling. But then this is something which is under embargo, and we are not allowed to share it with you. So even if we pick your question, we won't be able to answer it because of that contract, and that's sometimes the reason why we don't pick
Why
specific
we
questions.
choose to ignore some of the questions, yeah, some of the
Hmm.
questions. But to answer your question in a very vague way, like smartphone is the very competitive market. That's where the action is. So most definitely, if a brand has a lot of following, if brand has a lot of cult, and they have people who are experienced to make a smartphone, I would love to see Nothing's approach in smartphone. So I, for one, would be waiting for a Nothing smartphone. It also makes sense for them to have a smartphone. So the rest all is like fill in the blanks. Nothing OS.
Mm, when Moto X30 is gonna launch, I think I see a lot of question where yeah, there is another one. When is Redmi Note 11 Pro gonna be launch? I think there was another one. So a lot of people are asking which smartphone is gonna be launching and when. So far from what we have clarity is, I think we have a clarity of January and February. So in January, I think on 5th and 6th there will be a launches from uh, I think S21 FE is confirmed for 6th and 5th, somewhere there. Mi 11i is confirmed somewhere around 5th and 6th, and they will be
11i,
clashing it.
11i hypercharge.
Yeah, and like I think their dates can change. 11 and 11i hypercharge dates can change.
Okay.
After that, we will have IQ. IQ will be happening. I think it was supposed to happen in the first week of February. Now the launch date will be shifting to second or third Feb, week of Feb. So IQ9 is gonna be coming, and I think IQ8 of China will be IQ9 of China, and the IQ9 of China will be some other device in India, or maybe the Legend one. So that's
Okay.
how it will be. What
Then you
else
will
do we
also have
have?
Moto G71, which is
Oh
supposed to
yeah,
launch by second week of
Jan.
January. January, yeah,
Yeah.
second week of
So
January. There's a Moto
there is
phone
one
coming.
device from Motorola. Yeah, that's there. What else? I think there are
Chat can let me
more.
know what would be a good video. All the Moto G series, 13,000
Oh,
to
there is also Vivo V23 Pro,
3
which will be
Pro.
coming in 23 Pro, yeah,
First
which will
week
be
Jan.
coming in first 2 week of Jan.
First two
So
week of
that's
Jan.
there. IQ is there, Vivo is there, Motorola is there, Samsung is there, Xiaomi is there. Uh, what else is, yeah, OnePlus RT for sure is gonna be coming in second or third week
10
of
Pro is also
January.
coming in China, right? 10 and
Yeah,
10
China
Pro.
is
10 Pro is coming in China as well, right?
This is the first time they're doing it. First, they will be launching
Huh.
10 Pro in China and then in India. So these are the more or less confirmed smartphone launches for
That are
January and
coming in China.
February. Yeah. Other than this, we don't have any idea, and I think it's not even confirmed. Realme, yeah, Realme is there. I think somebody pointed out in the chat. Realme will be coming with their premium, I think GT edition, GT
The
Master Edition, or that. But that will be their premium smartphone range. So yeah,
premium
Realme
smartphone,
is
not in
also there.
budget.
Everyone will have their one smartphone launching.
One thing
iPhone
is
will
you see
have.
better 5G smartphones in budget. That's one thing.
iPhone will have, I think, SE1, SE3,
Okay.
which will be in the first half of January. That's usually April or May. That's where they launch. So yeah,
Side.
I think every smartphone launches, every smartphone brand will have launches in the next month. It's a
So
good time
what
to buy a
happened?
new smartphone.
We had Techtober, we had Techtember or something like that, I think. What do we make it Jan then? Like, what is Jan?
I think it's
Techvery.
Q4. It's Q4. It's I think the closing year of smartphone. So they have to, most of the smartphone brands, they have to meet certain targets and do all this. So they have 3 months: January, February, March. That's when
Okay.
they try to get those reports fill in or complete their budget.
This is a very interesting question. I want to answer. Like, I cannot find it. Uh, damn. Damn. Someone was asking, Technoary. Yeah, makes sense. Technoary
Oh,
is something.
nice. That's a good one.
That's a good one. But, why are there no 6-inch one-handed mobile phones? Even I felt the same when I was using a Pixel 6. Like for a Pixel 6 series, it's quite big. I didn't expect it to be that big. But the reason is people want a smaller phone, but people aren't buying a smaller phone. Like Mini failed. Uh,
Hmm.
this is something which has to do with the market as well. Smaller phones are usually not a hit. If you have a small phone at the same price, and if you have a bigger phone at the same price, people, in order to consume media and do a lot of office work or multitask, people prefer a larger screen. That's what I have derived.
Hmm. Also, I think that was a quotes mentioned in some movie as well. People doesn't know what they want. It's basically the market sentiments, the hype. It's a combination of everything. A lot of people asking for something. For example, as an individual, most people don't want 5G, but then 5G is the most popular thing in smartphone right now. So and
And it's
hype
gonna
is hype
happen,
also there.
people will like it.
Yeah,
Hmm.
so I think 2021 was a year of 5G. 2021 was a year of AMOLED, you can say. What else do we have? Like every phone was 5G and every phone was AMOLED. That two trend was the prominent one.
A lot of MediaTek processors, I would say. MediaTek had a really good year in 20,000, 30,000 price range. Like
Hmm.
the image has been good now. Like the image has improved. Year of bad flagship processors, triple eight, triple eight
Oh
plus.
yeah. Hmm.
And surprisingly, it only happened in India. Like I haven't seen people abroad talk about heating issues on triple eight or triple eight plus. Like
Maybe
nothing.
it's a cold country.
Maybe that could be the reason, but yeah, that's there. Triple eight, year of bad flagship processors.
What else?
Foldables,
No, no, I don't think it
foldables.
was a like the only flip and fold was there. Other like Oppo, Find X, and these they don't
Oppo
even go
rollable.
mainstream. They don't
Moto
even
didn't
go
come up
mainstream.
with the razor, right?
Hmm. So basically, in broad terms, 5G was everywhere. Everyone was launching a phone with 5G, even if they don't have any plan. And AMOLED was something also 120 hertz. Xiaomi with Redmi Note 10 series made the
What made one?
120 hertz
Ha 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 ha.
mainstream. So then
Right,
everyone
right,
was like, and then
right.
iPhone came up with 120 hertz.
It has
So
happened
that
so much
was.
that I almost forgot that it happened in 2021. Like 120 hertz display in budget segment.
Hmm.
That's a really good thing, or I think much needed thing in budget series. It
Hmm.
actually changes your entire smartphone using experience. Like it's not one of those things like it's a gimmick, like you would feel it for a moment and then forget about it. It's something like every time you touch a phone, and if people take it back from you, you will instantly find out like you are switching from a 60 hertz 120 hertz display to a 60 hertz display. So that's one of the kudos to every smartphone manufacturer thing, like good one on that.
Correct. I think so. To answer your question, why there are no smartphone under 6 inch is basically the market sentiments. Smartphone manufacturers, even they are forced to comply with what smartphone the sentiment is of the
The
market, and
market
even the
is.
user has to comply with. So it's like a snowball effect. 5G is
Hmm.
there,
Hmm.
everyone will make
Everyone
5G
has to
smartphones, and then
eventually
people will buy 5G smartphones, and it will
smartphones
spread like a wildfire.
wildfire.
So this brings us to a very interesting question. What do you think will be the trend of 2022? For one, I think 100-watt charging will be a trend. Xiaomi
Ha,
hypercharge is
for
there.
sure.
And I think IQ and OnePlus, both of them, OnePlus 10 Pro and IQ, not the 9, but the 9 Legend or something, they are planning for 100-watt. So that would be a trend. And then once they start doing it, it gets to even the people in the budget or mid-range section. So 110-watt would be there. Mm,
Everyone would move towards Google Message and Google Dialer. Like that's, I think,
oh
almost
yeah,
done.
that's almost done
Almost
except
done.
Samsung. So no
And
call
their
recording.
own app store as well. Like I think it's done. Even Galaxy Store had some rumors of malware. I just read it yesterday or today. Uh, So I think eventually everyone would go to Play Store. That would lead to a lot less push notifications and all of that. I think most of the Android skins will move towards getting cleaner in 2022. That is something like FunTouch OS, ColorOS, uh, Realme UI, OxygenOS is also ColorOS now. So one of those things will happen.
Hmm. Under
Ha.
display camera, I doubt. Is it something that people are appreciating, or is it going mainstream? Things that goes mainstream, things that you can see instantly, like a wow effect. You can sell a smartphone when you say that it has yeah, I think 200 megapixel camera that's gonna be coming soon. So there
I
are a
think
couple of
most.
phones. Xiaomi is probably gonna launch one smartphone with 200 megapixel camera, and I think Realme, those two are almost confirmed. So once we even saw it, like I think Redmi Note 10 Pro also has 108 megapixel.
So now, in case the honest chat doesn't know, so just to let you guys, like these 108 megapixel or 200 megapixel cameras don't actually take 200 megapixel or 108 megapixel photo. Like the photo that you take will only be
Hmm.
12 megapixel or 16 megapixel, depending on a trick called pixel binning. What happens is if your sensor is really small, like suppose I have to pick up something. This is too big. Oh yeah, this one. This is too big for a smartphone sensor. But suppose if your sensor is this big, just imagine it to be your smartphone sensor. And if you fill in lot of megapixels in this, the size of individual megapixel will go small, and then you will have start having grain, low light coming inside your sensor, so that doesn't lead to good photo. So what they do is like this is a 108 megapixel sensor, and it will start clubbing 9 pixels into 1 pixel. So when you divide 108 by 9, that would lead to somewhere around 12 megapixel photos. So even those 200 megapixel you're saying, that would also go with pixel binning. And yeah, just to brief on the entire thing of
Hmm.
200
I think
megapixel.
200 megapixel can be a trend in 2022. The reason because it has those wow effect. Like it's not you, me, and the people who watches the SNL. We are enthusiasts. We are not we don't represent the major smartphone buyers in India. The major smartphone buyers, they get excited by a wow effect. 100-watt charging has a wow effect. 200 megapixel camera. They are not gonna go with the term of pixel binning, and they don't know what's behind it. They only
Ha,
understand, okay, yeah, it's 200 megapixel. Let's buy this one. So
that's fine.
that will can go mainstream.
But
Hmm.
I think it has certain amount of benefits. I'm not sure about 200 or 108, but the Pixel 6 moved to a 50 megapixel camera. They said they have a lot of data. I can see the sharpness compared to an iPhone. Let's say, just to hold, I'm not giving you spoilers. We are working on a Pixel 6 versus iPhone 13 comparison, which is like really great, really good. Like it's one of those videos which takes a lot of time to shoot, which takes a lot of time to write, and I'm really excited about it. But that's one of those things which I would say is doing some benefit. It's not all gimmick. It does some amount of benefit, but yeah, that 200 megapixel, 250, 300 megapixel, that we'll see what good it can do than a 50 megapixel or something like that.
Hmm. Can IP rating be a trend? I doubt. IP rating
I
has been
doubt.
there for ages now, and it's not something that has a wow effect or you see
How
instantly.
is it?
IP68 is there, but then it doesn't do anything until and unless you put your phone in a pool or in water. So it's something that people can see every day and something that the brands can market instantly.
Market
100 watt
instinct.
is highly marketable. It's like a wildfire, spreads like fire. Same thing I think happens with 200 megapixel. When people heard 200 megapixel, they go out. What else
Ha,
could be
they,
there? I think.
ha. If even if you're not wowed, you just want to see what it's gonna do, like what good it can do. So it's attention seeking
Hmm.
for sure.
Processor, I think, is always there. Processor for some reason
You
because.
would see a lot of smartphones being like we put an extra chip, or we have an
Hmm,
extra chip for this, or we have put a extra chip for camera or something like that. Because Xiaomi has it, even Oppo has it, so and even Vivo has it. The major player has it, and they will start implementing in their own.
correct. I think funny thing that came out with. I think the game changer here was who's the founder of Andrew Groves or something. I think I read this in his book. Usually, what happens is laptop has a processor of basically Intel. Now,
Hmm.
Intel, nobody cares about Intel. They didn't care about it 30 years before, and they don't care about it now. But then
Hmm.
Intel, as a company, they have to market it somehow. People are like mostly care, they care about everything that you see outside the laptop. Nobody cares about inside the laptop. So they made a deal with the all the smartphone manufacturers saying, okay, so instead of charging you, let's say, 100 rupees, we will be charging you only 90 rupees, but then you have to show Intel logo on the laptop.
Sticker
People
on the
needs
laptop.
to know that it's sponsored by, like, it's powered by Intel.
Powered
And
by
then
Intel.
they say Intel inside and all that campaign.
Intel's.
So that's how this whole processor thing, they makes their name in the market. People, they wants to know that okay, it has Intel, or this is the processor which runs it, which if they haven't
Hmm.
done, nobody would have care about it. Same thing I think MediaTek and Snapdragon does really well as well. They used to have their convictions. I think in Huawei they used to invite every YouTuber. Not now, before COVID they used to invite every YouTuber. Snapdragon used to do it, and then they spread the
Snapdragon
word.
Summit.
They all,
Snapdragon Summit.
and I think they're also doing partnership. You will be start seeing videos on MediaTek and Xiaomi
Nine.
around January or February, because they are doing a partnership. Or even Intel Evo, we are also working with Intel Evo. So basically Intel Evo also does a lot of partnership and lots of paid promotion marketing, so that their name gets out as well. So I think,
Which is not bad. I think in a way
yeah,
it's
it's not bad.
informational for the people. Like it is one of those videos which you won't touch if there's not a sponsor, and but you still want to do it to let your audience know. So it's a win-win for both in that case, I would say,
Hmm.
if you have the paid
So
promotion
yeah,
tags.
the whole point is we were talking about will it go mainstream, like tech trends of 2022. So even though processor is not, doesn't have a wow effect, they have made a wow effect using all the marketing around it for years and years.
And it
So
is
I
something
think,
which has benefits.
yeah, it definitely had 8 Gen 1, that will be a lot of trend. A lot of smartphone will be coming with 8 Gen 1.
8 Gen 1.
So to summarize, we have 200 megapixel camera, we have 100-watt charging, and we have processors. That's what we have.
That's what we
I
have.
think for the display, AMOLED is there, but AMOLED has been already there. What about 5G? What do you think will happen to 5G?
They announced like in 2022 you're gonna be seeing 5G in 7 to 8 metro cities: Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Mumbai, Delhi, and all of that. I would say, but yeah, you would see 5G phone because who is making a 4G processor now? Like it's done and dusted. why wouldn't you like 5G will become more common, but in that case, uh, you have a 5G phone. That's it. I still expect it to come around 2024 beginning or 2023, like when it becomes mainstream, like everyone is using 5G.
Correct.
That's where
Oh
my time.
yeah, another smartphone trend will be chip shortage.
Chip shortage. Oh.
Every sentence you can
Mhm.
put chip
You
shortage.
can put chip shortage
Like,
because that's been the
we are
trend
doing
for
this. We are doing this because chip
chip
shortage.
shortage.
We are not able to do this because chip shortage.
Chip shortage.
Everything you can put chip shortage as a reason. Uh,
Currently
Currently
using
using
OnePlus.
OnePlus.
Go
Yeah,
ahead,
go
go ahead.
ahead.
Currently using OnePlus Buds with OnePlus 7. Which wireless earbud to buy next? So thanks for the creative super chat, Rishabh Roy Chaudhary. It's a nice name. OnePlus Buds Pro if you have the budget, or you can wait for the OnePlus Buds Z2. They're coming in. The banner is up, I guess. If you go to OnePlus.in, I think the banner is up.
Why not?
So
Okay, I think there is
uh,
M52 from Oppo as well, which
that's
will
a
be
neck band.
M32. M32. It's a successor
M30.
of M31. Yeah, but you're asking for earbuds, so that won't be there. Although I'm excited to see what M32 has to offer. The
Okay.
M31 was phenomenal. It took
Phenomenal.
everyone by the like everyone in the tech industry was wowed by the audio quality it has, and now they're also improving in the battery life, audio quality, and few other things. So let's see how it goes.
And let us know how is your Oxygen OS experience going on. Are you on Oxygen OS 12 or OS 11? But yeah, you can wait for Buds Z2. Like, look at the pricing. It has noise cancellation. It should be a good one. You can wait for that.
Old Oxygen OS missing. I think there is no Oxygen OS moving forward.
Ah,
It's
that is
gone.
done. That is done.
That is done.
It's
Unified
the
OS is
time
there.
is ticking. About time they would also stop making Oxygen OS or something like that. They'll just forever be colorless. Like maybe a year or so, maybe 1 year, 2 year. Because words like they are almost there, like they are 40% color OS, 60% oxygen. Like
Hmm.
the backend is color OS, that's done, like that's 100% color OS, but I'm talking about the front end. And once they make the switch to 60-70% color OS on the UI and 30% oxygen OS, it's about time you remove oxygen OS, right? Because it's color OS. So that is one thing that's gonna happen. Hmm.
Uh, oh, where is it? I think Asus is dead. I think it's pretty much it. We have not heard anything about it, even in the upcoming launches.
Upcoming
We
launch.
don't see anything coming from them in the next 2 or 3 months. So yeah, no idea where Asus is.
But now, will people even buy it? Is the question. Like, it's
Hmm.
old now.
Yeah,
News is
it's all.
like it's even if you release the phone, it's pretty much people like the entire market has moved on. Like, how long are you gonna
Mhm.
wait for?
You have to do something substantial or something groundbreaking. I think when IQ 3 was there, IQ has a name, but then IQ 7 came after a year and a half or maybe 2 years. They have to do something substantial to make the name again so that people start remembering, okay, oh yeah, that was IQ. So IQ 7 was a legendary device. They had a lot of things that nobody in that price segment was doing. So if Asus has to come back, they have to make a big storm so that everyone knows, okay, they are back. If
Okay.
a normal launches won't work for them now.
So, do you call it Asus? Yeah, do you call you Asus? Like, what's how do you pronounce it?
I think both. So what's the right pronunciation? I think there's no right pronunciation
I
thing.
don't. Ah, there is no law.
What's your opinion on Sony Dub XP 900N at 10K?
I think they provide the a little bit inferior noise cancellation, but the build is kind of plasticky.
Hmm.
You can watch separate reviews of it. Like I haven't used them. They look good though, but you would have to see what the if someone has compared it with the XM3 or something like that. I would only check out for what am I not getting in XB 900 and at 10,000, and what I can get in XM3, and is it worth that 6,000 rupees?
That's an interesting one. Oxygen OS 11 was buggy, so do you think an OS like Color OS, like Color, which is pretty much optimized, could make a change? Hmm. Set the
One thing which
sentiments
I
aside.
saw, one thing which I saw, OnePlus 9, OnePlus 9 Pro, OnePlus 9R, one Nord CE, all of them had Oxygen OS when they launched. The camera was not that good. Like, if you keep the Hasselblad thing aside, the colors and all were pretty good, but they had really problem with human skin tone. But Nord 2 was the one which came with Color OS, and Nord 2 didn't have a bad camera. Like, it wasn't so. Those are the things I think it came from ColorOS, the camera app, the camera processing, and all of those things. So Oppo has really good camera tech. That is one thing to say. Like, Oppo and Vivo, both of them have that pretty
Hmm.
good camera tech. So that is one thing that would improve Oxygen OS. And anyways, the development was almost paused. Like, you weren't seeing a lot of new features and all of that. So
Any idea will all the phones start moving to eSIM? I think this is coming from
from
iPhone
iPhone 14.
14 announcement that iPhone 14 will have eSIM only, which is totally possible. It's Apple. They can do it, and once they
Portless.
start doing it, it will be a trend as well. But yeah, if you think about it, like it could be a very unpopular opinion, I would say. But in past, what maybe 3 or 4 years of usage, I have not ported like removed my SIM from my devices. I don't remember. I think you do it because you test a lot of smartphones. That's the reason you do it. But what are the odds? When is the last time you people who are watching this live stream have removed their SIM? And if you're doing it like once in a year, I don't think it's a big issue.
Why do you even care? But the bigger problem I think people are having is to change the provider. It's very difficult, I think, to change the provider if you have an eSIM, because process is pretty complex. Because you have to give the
Uh,
eSIM number to, I think, how what's the process? If you have an eSIM, how do you get an Airtel or
that's a
Vodafone or Geo? That one. But even I haven't changed my SIM provider for a long
nobody
time.
does it.
Nobody
And
does.
same, you can also bring in the analogy of removing the headphone jack. A lot of people were not using the, like when they remove the headphone jack, they bring AirPods, which was, and now in even everywhere in this world you have
Mhm.
TWS, if not AirPods. So when you have a better alternative, you can do things. So same thing, like people are
I
already
would.
using eSIM, removing some like a SIM card maybe once in a year. If you provide them an easy way to change that, even if you do it in year 1 year or 2 year, and there's an easy way, you just leave an SMS and it changes your provider, changes your SIM, people will be okay with it.
I think it will
So
get better once everyone moves to eSIM.
hmm,
I think that what do you call MNP,
process,
mobile number portability? Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
MNP, mobile number portability. That will also smooth out. So
yeah, if that
I
happens,
think
like
you have to be
people doesn't
optimistic
bother.
about these things in tech.
Hmm.
Yeah, you have to be optimistic about these things in tech. Like, I'm up for it. Like, if you lose a SIM card, like a lot of times you lose your phone and the entire process of then you have to go take an FIR, give them, block the number.
Oh
If
yeah,
eSIMs and all, because that has happened to me once. That is the
that
only
happens
time
to
I
me. It
remember.
happened to it.
Yeah, that is the. I
Yeah,
think a lot of even the chat would
and
agree with us. You lose phones, and that's the only time you would be like, give me the
yeah.
same SIM back.
And the problem is in India, a lot of people migrate to a different city. So, like, what
Hmm.
happens with me is I live in a different city and I work in a different city. Like, my college was in a different city. So, when I lost my phone, I was not able to get the SIM card replaced on in my college. I have to go back to my like native place because the circle is different, and they
Hmm.
don't they can replace within their circle but not outside their circle. I'm not sure how this has changed now, if it has changed or if it not.
One
But
hack
that
to
time
that is, one hack to that is you can just go to a
postpaid.
different SIM card provider and tell them I want to port to your thing. So they will just,
But even then, even you have to send one SMS
I have to
from your
send.
existing SIM. You, so that's the thing. I think there are cons.
Funny thing, funny. I don't know if it happened now. I don't know if it happens now, but I'm not taking any brand name or anything, but whenever we had corporate plan, like back in my previous job, I had a corporate postpaid plan. I'm still sticking to that. So whenever I
Hmm.
had a lot, like whenever I had a huge bill, or whenever they would, like they keep on extending your corporate plan because they charge you way less. So
Hmm.
whenever they you get an extra bill, or whenever you get that, so instead of calling the customer care, you just send a MNP request. So you'll have a message back, and they'll say you will try to get in contact with you, please, sir, like something like that, a message, and then they will call you, and then they'll say, sir, what are the problems? Why are you were thinking of porting and all of that, and then you tell them like I had so much bill, so and so, so and so, because at that time customer acquisition was on fire because Geo was in the market and no one wanted to leave the customers, or even they were trying to grab a lot of customers. So they will then give you booster packs, they will reduce your rates, and then you will like, okay, I'm not porting, I'm coming back to you. So that
Hmm.
was something that worked, MNP trick.
Oh yeah, I think I would prefer those days better than what we have now. I think now it's basically duopoly of Geo and Airtel. Back in those
Ah,
days, you have
better
Vodafone,
choices.
Idea, and whatnot. I think there Aircell was there, Excel
Aircell was
Mobile
there.
was, yeah, yeah.
Video
Lot of
call.
providers are
I used video
video
call.
call. So a lot of providers you have, a lot of options you have, and the prices stays low.
Low,
I think
low.
in
Ha!
US
This
you
is
have
what
only
happened now.
Comcast and AT&T and Sprint.
AT&T.
So yeah, it's very expensive in US to get even a
Verizon.
mobile data, Verizon. But in India, I think it's gonna be they are increasing the price. It's not that they will be doing in
Ha, they
future. It's already
unanimously
started.
both of them increase their prices, and there's no competition right now for them.
Hmm.
Vodafone Idea exists, but Vodafone Idea is more or less like a very low customer base, and that is also shrinking very fast. I would want to see someone else get into that.
It's very
Maybe
difficult though. Like
it's
I
very
think
difficult now. It's very difficult now.
that it's done now. So that thing, like usually, I'm very forward looking when it comes to technology, but this in this key area, telecom, I would like to see the things we used to have before.
Free and open
And it's
market.
not even like it could be my personal observation, but the call quality is degrading slowly. Like if
Yeah,
I try to make calls, it's not as good. If you do it over Wi-Fi, that thing
hmm.
works like a charm. Or if you do a
Zero
WhatsApp
Wi-Fi.
call, that is quite good. But if you're
Oh,
making
I'm
regular
not sure.
calls,
I'm not sure. Even I'm facing that call issues
call
now.
drops,
Like
right?
maybe due to the Pixel 6, I don't know, because of the new phone or something like that. That would be one thing. But I'm facing that call in amongst these 1 week or something like that.
What about honest chat? Let us know if you have
Huh.
started facing call drops. So, does the call quality has remained the same in 2 or 3 years, improved or got worse?
Got
Like
worse. Yeah.
I now prefer WhatsApp call over the call quality on WhatsApp is far
Acha.
better than what we have
Acha.
now. Hmm. Best smartphone under 20K for my sister and wife. Planning to buy in February. Should I wait for new phones? I'm leaving towards Motorola. Any suggestions? 20K.
Moto is having a couple of launches, right? Or
Oh
more than
yeah,
that.
yeah. They will be having G launches
Yeah.
and X launches in India. So that is there. Motorola do have a good season coming in, and their smartphones are also getting better. So yeah, I think I would. If waiting is an is an option, I will always recommend waiting in tech. Things improve rapidly, and you always get
Rapid.
better product, cheaper product the more you wait. But then there also has to be some timeline. This is how much I can wait. I think you said Jan February.
February. February.
Yeah, I
Trying to
think
buy.
February you can wait. You will
February.
get a lot more options. A lot of smartphones will be launching in next 2 months in India.
So one thing really unites people is when you have to complain about the same topic. Like people are worst, worst. It got worse, got worse. Like I can find so much. BSNL is now better than Geo. Oh,
Oh yeah,
interesting.
BSNL is there, but then I would
They
love
got
to see
4G
BSNL
just now,
flourish. Yeah.
or even 3G. BSNL does BSNL have 4G?
I think they just bought 4G recently. They were working on 4G now. But yeah, like I think a lot of people left a
Hmm.
comment. We had Motorola, Docomo, Hutch, Aircell, Airtel. Those days were better. Customer
Mhm.
was winning. They were getting a lot of options, and it's not even like I think there is a. I'm not sure about the name, but let's say if it's I'm outside Airtel network, it will automatically switch to Docomo network or Tata network, whichever is available.
हाँ,
Carrier switching was there. So it's not even like
carrier
if
switch.
you have a lot of players, you will be compromising on the call quality. That
Call.
they share the tower. If I'm not like I don't have a tower, other people of they can use mine and I can use them. So that was good of best of both worlds. But now I think we pretty much have duopoly.
That was a very long discussion about cellular networks, telecom operators.
The only one of the few places where I'm not back forward looking.
Acha.
Hmm. Oh, that's an interesting question. Why companies don't tell about the screen manufacturer? They say that they have AMOLED from genuine manufacturer or just Chinese copy. Can you tell about screen manufacturer in future reviews like you do for camera and GPU? Isn't
Simple.
Samsung the major smartphone like screen manufacturer? Who else
LG is
is there?
also another major one, but I think that's for TV. So it's more or less Samsung, but LG is one. It's very
Hmm.
rather than thinking about that, it's better to think about how good is the display, right? Like instead of finding out
Exactly.
manufacturer,
Why does it matter?
instead of
That was
finding out
thought.
like glass protection is something which we don't test in reviews. Like you could not break a phone and tell you like that is something which you will find out be like after 2 years of usage or accidentally if your phone falls and something happens or there are channels which test the durability of a smartphone. So there I think I'm telling the manufacturer from our side matters because Corning Gorilla Glass is one of the popular manufacturers, and then you have a bit of alternatives like Scott Sensation, which is recently I've heard, and then this Panda Glass protection, couple of them that I can remember. But in screen manufacturing, I think is something you can see like is the display quality bad, is the display quality good. But yes, manufacturers don't OEMs don't tell you who is the screen manufacturer. So
Hmm.
it's like even we don't know on most of the front. But yeah, something we could look into if things seem odd. Like if things seem really odd, we can check on that thing.
Also, I think one thing to point out here is uh, the message says just Chinese copy. I think those sentiment is also changed now. A decade ago, maybe people used to have a perception of China making cheap copies. They
Cheap.
were able to do it like China is able to do it faster, cheaper, and
Hmm.
the quality of the product was not usually good. That was a sentiment of
Ah,
10 years ago or maybe
hmm.
15 years ago. Now, I think China is into a good has a good grasp on innovation and the tech they have right now. Like if you see any smartphones, any most of the smartphone companies are in China and they're doing pretty good. Most of the smart bands, smartwatches, TWS, they are coming from
TWS
China.
coming from China.
Yeah,
And
boat,
yeah,
everyone is
that's one
making
of
it
my
there.
wish list. I want to visit a manufacturer place in China. Like that's one of my wish list. I want to see because I was listening to a
Hmm.
podcast and they said it's like a stadium, like it's huge stadium like manufacturing hub, and people are just working across 24-hour shift and they manufacture things in huge amount. Like it's not possible to do in US. It's not possible to do anywhere in any other country because the setup and like even Apple's production or everything. There are a couple of things which I would not like to talk about. That's beyond the scope of this.
Oh yeah,
But yeah, I think you know it. But the infrastructure they have created there, the amount of stadium and the people, the skill, the amount of skilled people are over there.
exactly,
Yeah, that's one thing which is very tough for some other people to do so quickly. But
correct.
yeah, that's happening
Yeah.
in India as well. I think a lot of people are
Hmm.
opening setups in India as well. A lot of companies have moved to India under the Make in India project. So, uh, but yeah, that sentiment of saying like cheap China alternative or Chinese
That's
copy, I think
gone. That's
should
gone.
go away with that. That doesn't work like that.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Earlier, it was cheaper, faster, and
Yeah.
low quality. That was
Yeah.
China.
It's
But
as
now it's
simple as
cheap,
that. You get what you pay
faster,
for.
and high quality. It's high quality.
It's high
Like
quality. You
you
get what
see
you
it.
pay for. If you buy a 15,000 phone, it will have an inferior display compared to a 50,000 phone. That's true.
Hmm. Also, too, like a very simple test would be if you go to Google and check for GDP of China and India. 20, 30 years ago, they both were at the same places, but then they bet on manufacturing and innovation, and now their GDP is far above what we have in India. So that thing worked for them, entering into this whole manufacturing market and all that. And the products are really good.
Ooh,
Hmm. Can we buy foldable phones under 50K in 2022?
I wish
I
to.
doubt. I
I
doubt.
wish to.
Do you think it will happen?
No, I don't think so.
I also
Some,
doubt that.
I think some Xiaomi has to enter, but Xiaomi hasn't even released their first fold. No, they have. That was the Mi Fold 3 or Mi Mix 3. What was the name? Maybe by the end of 2022, but that would be something. That would be something though.
Hmm. I think there's still time. I think a lot of things become cheaper when Xiaomi start doing that. Xiaomi, Realme, when they touch that thing, the prices
Yes,
go down.
go down.
So, and I don't see them doing it. Even OnePlus, there's no rumors about OnePlus doing it.
What is making their
That's
foldable?
I think so. Samsung
And a
is
lot of our market
premium.
depends on the China smartphone market. So we are not
Hmm.
even seeing budgets foldables in China as of now.
Me
So
makes fold. Yeah.
maybe it's food, but that was like really expensive. Like if I'm not wrong, it was it around $2,000 price. How much was it? Should be $2,000.
Oh, smartwatch under 3K accuracy is not important. Oh, yeah, yeah, we get it. Like most people are buying smartwatches for the cool factor rather than the fitness factor. That we also see.
I
Uh,
don't mind it as well. Like you would buy a watch for 2,000 rupees, get a smartwatch for 2,000 rupees, right?
hmm,
Might show you
okay.
messages as well, might show you call as well. So
So funny thing, our next video is gonna be about smartwatches. We recently bought, I think you also have. This is the noise one that recently launched, color filled purse, and
this
this
was
is Pebble.
this was tough.
It's an interesting one, and you have oh yeah, this is Evolve 2, very popular in YouTube right now. So we do have couple of new smartwatches. All of these were launches in this week or maybe like in couple of weeks. So all of them are fresh in the market, highly popular, and we decided to check it out and see how it goes. So a
So
video on
news
that will
roundup
be
coming
coming.
up. Yeah. News roundup coming off of that. It would be a really good video. Like as far as I can see right now, it's a really interesting video. Like we have really good smartphones to compare with, smart watches to compare.
Should we start with QuizWiser?
Sure. It's about
Hmm.
like just these discussions like go on. Like if you start doing it, like the chat puts up
Oh,
really good questions, and you are like Pebble one looks really cool. Yeah, you can show,
it is.
You would
It
like
is
it.
actually. Hmm. That's the reason we bought it as well. Like it looked very. It's an acquired taste, not for everyone. More like a sporty, rugged look. But yeah, it's like this one. Like if you have used, I think Amazfit. Which one is that? Which has a
Uh,
GTR two? No,
T-Rex.
T-Rex. Yeah, Amazfit T-Rex. So this is basically a cheaper version of Amazfit T-Rex and only cost what 3,000 rupees. So
It looks
G-Shock
good.
T-Rex. If
I'm
you're
using
into
the.
that kind of a thing,
I think is this the Ultra?
yeah, this is the Ultra two.
It has a really big display, and I loved it. Like in terms of Canon. Now my next will be Canon. Right. So it looks good. It has a big display. It
Hmm.
looks good. I understand why people are liking it. Titan watches are great actually, but it's costly as well. That's like
Costly as well. Yeah,
8,000,
we are 9,000. And
9,000.
they that's a launch price. It will be I think 500 rupees or 1,000 rupees more after a
Yeah,
point.
the average market is not there. Like I wouldn't say people are people buying like I'm not a watch person. I'm not even a smartwatch person. I use a smartwatch because I run a lot. I'm okay with a fitness band as well. I want something to just track. So 9,000 I don't think is a very major Indian
Hmm.
market sitting over there.
I
Is
think
what I
that was more of a FOMO thing. like FOMO move
Acha.
in my
Okay.
opinion, because they see smartphone market is growing 400% year on year. Everybody is
Uh,
getting into that market. Titan is known for watches,
known for
something
what?
that's already known
You
for
have to
watches.
have
Why
a
are
portfolio. Mm-hmm.
portfolio, why not they getting the share of a pie? So
Agreed,
that
agreed.
was the best they were able to come up with. But I hope they can do, like I would like to see them doing better. If they are
I
able
would
to
like to
launch a
see them
smartwatch
releasing it below
under
3,000, 5,000. Yeah, yeah,
5,000,
under
that would
5,000.
be really good.
That would be fun and
Oh,
would really check out Titan watches
so
because this
shout
was a
out to
good
Ayush for
uh,
the
super
culture
chat
thing.
culture thing.
Do you
Yeah,
see
man of
any
culture.
new companies in 5G market? During 3G era, there were a lot of companies. Now just two or three mobile operators are left. As time goes on, choices get less. I think
The barrier
telecom
for
market,
entry is
yeah,
very high.
very
Like,
high.
hmm, the
It's not
more the
something that you can just get in.
get into. When the market is new, it's not that mature. The barrier for entry is very cheap. But once, like, imagine the setup for having a 4G towers, like, which is the next best company which has a lot of 4G towers. Three, is just ruling out Airtel, Geo, and Vodafone Idea from it. Like Vodafone and Idea have to go through a merger to become that much. So the barrier for entry, you need to have a lot of 4G telecom signals in that case. Then you have to set up 5G. So it's not like in a snap you will see a new company. You could see it's coming if there is a new company, and the other three players can also see it coming if there is a new company.
And they will lower
So
the prices.
yeah, yeah. So people say too big to fail. I agree with that. If you're too big, you can see things very early, and then you can tackle them that way. The bigger you are, the sooner you can see things.
That's why I think a lot of credit goes to Geo as well, because the
Ha,
barrier to entry was very difficult for them as well. It's very
them as
difficult. Like I think industries, oil refineries, anything which has to do with constructions, roads, these
well.
are they have established player, and it's very difficult to replace them. Same thing with telcos. You have to go through government contracts and everything. So
Contracts.
replacing them is very difficult. But Geo was a game changer. After all these years, they were able to remove it. So seeing another Geo would be difficult, but I would love to see that.
We would love to. We would want it to happen. Of course, Tata should
Hmm,
enter. Most
definitely.
certainly,
That would be
people should.
awesome.
That would be awesome. Tata Docomo.
Okay, I think let's go with
Let's
QuizWiser.
let's go for the QuizWiser. Let's have. Oh, by the way, we have a New Year surprise for you guys. So we are having one additional section in it, and we'll tell you after we exhaust the four conditions. So if you wait till that time, we have a surprise for you.
Well, should we put a maybe? Let's put a challenge. Let's put a challenge. How many likes do we have?
Funny thing, I just received a message from Airtel. We are committed to make your experience beautiful with Airtel. For any assistance, please contact our team.
Live.
Live.
Okay, so we have 269 likes. Oh, that's interesting. 269. Nice. Let's make it 369. If we are able to get 369 likes, we will be unlocking a new QuizWiser quiz or TechWiser quiz, which will be a nostalgic TechWiser quiz. And if you are not able to unlock 369, oh, it's already 289. So yeah, I think it probably would be done.
You should have. I was wondering why is the bar that high?
Why 369? We should have said 469, right? Yeah, it's
Yeah.
already 369. It's done. So yeah, let's stick to our word. I said
Let's take
369,
the
so
one.
we will do 369. Next time I will
Love you for
put the
that.
bars high. So yeah, at 369 we will unlock a new quiz.
Never heard of it.
And to make it interesting, the price will also be double. So we usually do 500 rupees gift card. If anyone is able to answer that right, we will be going for 1000 rupees gift card. And everything else remains the same. That's there. Okay, okay. So okay, should we gamify it even more? I have a very interesting plan in mind. We are already 369. Yeah. So usually how many QuizWiser we do? I think we do four, right?
Four, we do four.
And today we will be doing five if we get 369 likes. So that's on you guys, and we have to do it before this SNL ends for sure. Oh, I think we will get there. It's 3:30 now. Okay, let's bring in our first chat member. Oh, let's see, who do we have? Hey Vinayak.
Hello. Hi.
So,
Hey,
Hi guys.
hey,
How are
hey, how's
you?
it going? Oh
It's
yeah,
going.
first of all, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Happy New
happy
Year,
New Year.
Mrinal. How are you guys? I
Oh, we
didn't
are good.
expect to be there. This is super cool. Thanks for having me on the stage. This
Yeah,
is super cool,
definitely.
man. I've been following your channel. I had to buy a phone for my mom, and I've been following your channel ever since. And it's been one of the best channels for tech content in India and on YouTube in India. I love it. Absolutely adore the channel.
Oh,
But the
thank you,
question
thank
is, which smartphone did you buy for your mom?
So
you.
I recently just bought a Realme GT Master Edition at 21,000 for from Flipkart. So hopefully,
During the sale.
yeah, yeah, correct. So
And
let's see.
and how is it holding up to
No,
the
no. So I've just
expectation?
bought it. I've just bought it. So
Okay.
yeah. So
And
I've been following your channel way before that. Since way before that. Yeah.
I think this is your first time in QuizWiser, but you have been following SNL as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so you know the ritual, right?
Yes, I know the ritual. I've been a big fan. I was just waiting for you guys to put the StreamYard link. I'm like, go, 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 go. Yeah.
Uh, awesome.
So,
So which smartphone do you use?
so I am like a full Samsung boy right now. I have a
Oh,
Samsung S20 FE 5G,
Oh,
along with
nice.
the
that's
watch,
amazing.
along with the tablet. So everything is
Oh,
like Samsung
hey,
synced.
how's the Samsung ecosystem? How does it work?
Like it's amazing. The only crack in the system that I have currently is my laptop, which is like a MacBook because of my company. But otherwise, like the ecosystem is quite nice. All my phone, like it's like very similar to Apple's, right?
So
Like all the
one
calls.
one 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 really cool thing which happens in Samsung ecosystem, like people don't know, like the most you use, the most one thing you use.
So okay, I'll give you like the most easy one, like the most easy one, and then something which is very underrated, right? So one of the easy one is like getting calls across all my devices, right?
Okay.
But one of the most underrated things is a universal clipboard across all their devices.
Acha.
It's so good. Like you copy something on your tablet and it's copied on your phone. It's so
Acha.
underrated.
Okay, okay, okay. I get it, I get it. The OTP and all of that, like that's very.
It's amazing. Like I don't. So when I'm like, if you're studying or if you're working, it's very handy. You don't need to keep your your phone near you or your so very very cool. Like I love the ecosystem. So
That's that's good.
Some people are asking about your Samsung tablet experience.
How is the Samsung
S6,
experience?
my S6 experience has been so I have a Samsung S6. I also got a keyboard cover with it. So keyboard cover just stopped working all of a sudden. I don't know why. Um, just stopped working, and Samsung basically there's no response. They're telling me to go to the service center and get it done. It's been almost an year, so and it was an expensive purchase also, so I'm not very satisfied with that. But the writing and all, the pen is very very good. I love the pen. One thing I have noticed is that even with the stylus that they have given, like the S Pen that they have given, just using that also has left a bit of scratch marks on my screen. So
Oh,
it's an issue that I'm
that's
facing. I don't know, now this might
That's
be a very
yeah.
personal thing.
This is the first time I've heard of it.
Yeah,
Don't
so
usually
But
get
it's
a
good. Like,
scratch with it.
these are user experiences. Like these do
Hmm.
count.
yeah,
Like
it's
some
very
people
very
do like.
the UI, the UX of, I think One UI has come a long way now. One UI has really
Ah,
come a long way, and the fact that like with the whole software updates that we are getting almost like faster than at some points faster than old Pixel devices also.
ha ha ha
That's
ha.
that's
Decided
like
you update.
that's
That's
crazy.
great.
Okay.
That's great.
Yeah,
That's
that's
Android in
great.
2021. Like you think
Yeah.
about Android, you're like, okay, this
So,
changed.
so Samsung, like Sam Mobile actually wrote, like, Samsung gave 100 million users their New Year gift. Everybody is getting that Android 12 updates. So that's pretty cool.
The
Yeah.
software team is working hard. So you have four choices. You have Silicon,
Yeah.
you have Android fanboy, Apple investor, and what's trending. So go for it.
So I'll choose Apple investor.
This is very
Oh,
strange.
interesting.
This is
But yeah,
very
then you
strange.
have a MacBook.
No,
Acha.
I'm actually an investor in Apple, so might as well go for it.
that's that's the thing. Hold on, let me just get it.
So I have okay. Let's after the quiz, I have a question for both of you guys also.
Sure.
And what would we get for your question? There has to be something.
Um, I'm traveling to Jaipur. Why don't you guys meet up there? Definitely, I'll definitely buy both of you lunch. No issues.
Oh, that's wholesome. Maybe next time we will try. Okay, let's. Meanwhile, you
So
always have lots of love. Let's go.
yeah, what is the name of what's the name
So
of the iPhone's pressure-based menu settings? The one
it's
you
3D
force touch.
touch, right? 3D touch, force touch. Like they
Yeah,
removed it, but
Yeah, it's there. Like, it was very easy.
yeah.
Even yeah, it was very easy. The moment I heard it, like, if it's not 3D plus 3D touch, is there like a trick question there? I
Yeah,
was expecting
it's
a
called
trick
Force
question.
Touch on MacBook. It's called Force Touch on MacBook. It's called 3D Touch on iPhone. So first they brought it on
I
MacBook. The
huh.
same thing they renamed it to 3D Touch on iPhone.
Oh,
Oh,
that's
okay.
interesting.
I didn't know. So you're talking about the force touch on the trackpad, is it?
Yes, yes, that's
Oh,
what
I
they
didn't know
renamed it
that
to
the
3D
same
Touch
tech is
on.
there in.
It came
Uh,
from iPhone 6. So it's kind of that same technology. They renamed it to a different thing.
oh, I never knew that. That's awesome. I saw like when
That
they launched it, there were very cool demos. Somebody was weighing tomatoes on the iPhone,
oh,
so
that's
Acha, that.
typical
you could
Apple.
use the 3D touch for that. I was like, but then they removed it.
Then they removed it.
Yes.
That's typical Google. Oh,
So
congratulations,
yeah,
man.
Cool.
just
Thank
drop in
you.
your email ID. We'll
Uh, So I have
give
one
it.
question for you guys, if you don't
Yeah,
mind
sure,
answering.
sure.
Which phones do you guys use right now?
Hmm, I
Okay,
think it's
I
pretty
think I have
evident. I'm
Pixel
still
6.
stuck to an Tennis Max.
Oh
So
wow.
Pixel 6 is like my primary device, and I just moved
Huh.
from the iPhone 13, and my
Yeah,
backup is not.
I
Uh,
was watching your video.
I think in
Moving
my
moving
case, it's
back.
pretty evident. Like you just have to watch the video. You just have to keep
I
up
didn't know,
with
like
me.
I didn't know you could like it's real time. I thought, the videos would come a little later, so you guys would be switching. Did you guys try out flip and fold?
I'm using a
Yeah,
phone which I'm not supposed to talk about.
yeah, yeah. That's
Actually,
there. That's
a
one
phone
thing.
which I'm.
So
That's one thing. If you,
Nice, nice,
uh,
nice.
can I can I say the
no, no,
company or something?
no, I don't think so because there are a couple of those, and like, th- like we all often get those things from PR as well. See, we saw you on SNL. You're talking about this. You know that you're not supposed to talk about this,
Oh
My
my
so it's
God.
better to be safe than sorry. So
It's
yeah,
fine.
let's
Cool. So something
leave
is
it
in the
there.
works. At least we know that now. Something is in the
Ha!
works.
Are
Yeah,
a
it's
lot
there.
of things. January is going to be awesome.
Okay.
Cool,
So
guys.
nice talking to you, man. Nice
You
talking to
too,
you.
guys.
Cheers,
Bye
man.
bye. Thank you. Yeah,
Bye. Have a
cheers to
nice one.
you. Bye bye.
Hmm. Let's see who do we have next. That was an easy question, though, I have to say.
What can I
You
say?
you will make things difficult for the next contestant.
It's not
So
like we always try a
let's.
mix of two, right? We have two easy
Hmm,
ones, two hard ones, and it's not. It's very pretty random. So
okay,
it's
it's like
if
what's
you
in the
pick up the
box.
easy one, it's like yeah.
Let's go. Let's see who do we have next. Hi Vineet.
Hi guys.
Hey, how's it
Hey,
going?
Yeah, good, good. Yeah, nice to meet you guys.
Yeah,
Yeah,
nice, nice.
nice to meet you too, man. Like that. That's a lot of energy.
yeah, yeah. I saw first of video. I think you made the one 3D printed AirPod thing. Yeah, what you call it?
Right, right. The
Yeah,
Ender 3D printer. Yes, yes,
yeah,
yes.
printer or you made a AirPod on that thing. I think big
Hmm.
AirPod with
Yeah, yeah,
speaker. Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that was a huge one. Yes, we put
Yeah.
up a, I think, Bluetooth speaker inside it,
Yeah,
and
yeah. I think yeah. That was my first video I watched with you guys. Yeah.
oh,
So I
Awesome.
currently use I think K20 Pro. I just bought it in 2020.
oh,
On
oh,
first when first lockdown ended, I bought that.
Hmm.
okay.
Yeah. So I'm
And
trying to.
how's it holding up?
Yeah, it's good. I think I don't use anything extra. Just company phones, emails, WhatsApp. I just mainly use
Oh,
for all other authentications. I have lots of company emails. That's only for that, not anything else.
how's your MIUI experience?
Good, but I mainly use I think for YouTube and mainly use nothing enhanced YouTube I use, so no ads there. So
Okay,
I tried with one thing, the one rooted thing, but it
okay.
didn't work out. It's a lot of bugs, lot of other all other things. So I just put it back.
Even
So
security apps trigger, right? Even
yeah, yeah,
security apps
security,
kind
all
of
the
at times
security apps. So I get lot
trigger.
of OTPs, so lot of security app trigger that, so I switch back to me
Hmm.
now.
Hmm.
Hmm.
So,
That's great.
like, do you have a rooted device?
I rooted it, but I again unrooted it, so that's why.
Okay.
Okay, that way. So you
Yeah,
have three choices. You have
yeah,
Silicon,
okay.
you have Apple, and no, you have Android Fanboy, and you have What's Trending. So
I will try what's trending.
oh, that's great. Hold on, let me get it.
I wanted to know if I want to change my phone, so I want to give my phone to my mom, and I want to get a ROG 5. So should I wait for 6 or should I choose different
There's
in
nothing
that range?
confirmed in
Okay,
Asus
so
in
I
that
want
Hmm.
range.
I want something reliable. I want good battery performance. So I have budget till 50K. So what should I choose?
The budget is 50K.
Yeah, I don't want iPhone because
Hmm.
I already have an iPad. So I won that in a hackathon. So I already have that. So I don't want another. It already has SIM in it. So I don't want another
Okay.
Apple device. So
Hmm.
I would have said
How about,
S20 FE 5G,
or
but
even the
yeah, that's
upcoming RT, OnePlus RT, if
okay,
like the whole OnePlus thing is not an issue, so OnePlus RT
okay,
is one worth considering. Something Motorola will be launching X series, that is
okay,
worth considering. It will be new and lot of new stuff. And I think Samsung S21 FE, although I think it will be priced more than 50K,
okay,
but then that's something worth considering. These three upcoming options are there.
okay.
so yeah. Let's go
Yep.
ahead with the
Yeah, yeah.
question. So, what is India's homegrown version of 5G called?
I think
Hmm.
it has E of 5G E. I think after 5G E. I think I don't know perfectly.
Hey,
It's
that's an
I.
interesting question.
It's
5G I.
I.
Oh,
I
nice.
oh
Oh, just
I
missed
thought you
it.
got it.
It's a
I thought you got
yeah,
it. I thought you
yeah,
got it, but
yeah,
hey, nice one. I
yeah,
had no idea.
yeah. I thought
ha!
I have something.
I had no idea.
Nice.
with that.
I thought you knew
That's
it.
no, I didn't knew it. I had
Okay.
no clue. But that's interesting. I think I have heard of now that you said it. I've heard
Hmm.
about it somewhere
Yeah,
that they
most
are
definitely
coming.
heard it. So basically,
They are
they are
coming.
working on 5G I. They have now the global 3GP or whatever is the consortium that verifies 5G. They have integrated it. So it's basically it's a what do you call? Not compromised is the right word, but kind of not that high speeds, but farther reach. So
Yeah.
IIT Bangalore and IIT Mumbai or Madras is the one that have worked on it. So that's 5G. That's
Yeah.
India's own homegrown 5G.
Yeah.
Tough luck, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
really good try.
Yeah,
Just
yeah,
Just
yeah,
missed
no,
it.
yeah.
no, really.
Yeah, I know about that one letter, but I didn't know it was I. I thought it was.
That's E.
Yeah,
It's
Even I don't
just
know
one
what it
L.
stands for, but yeah,
yeah.
5G
Okay.
India maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. Cheers, man. Have a good
Cheers.
one.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
Nice to see
Good to
you.
meet you guys. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, Happy New Year. Forgot to
Yeah.
say
Happy
that.
New Year. Yeah.
Oh, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hey, 5G one was nice. And now I recall it. Yeah, that was there.
I
Okay,
think
so
you were the
let's
one
see
who told me. But
who
yeah.
do we have next. Oh, user 69.
Hi,
Hey,
hey
nice
Mrinal. Hey
username.
Pradeep. Yeah.
Hey,
Hey, what's
hey,
up?
this is your first time?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. So,
Uh, s-
are we gonna call you user 69 from here onwards?
no, my name is Abhinav.
Okay.
Okay. So currently I'm using this iPhone SE,
Oh, iPhone
second gen.
SE.
Second gen.
Nice. Okay,
Nice.
Okay,
So
so there's a long story behind it.
go
Should I?
ahead, go ahead.
let's
Yeah.
have a shorter version of
No,
it.
actually, firstly I had iPhone 6
Mm-hmm.
from 2015 to 2020.
Okay,
Then I got an Pixel 4a.
okay,
I used it. Then I thought of buying a smartwatch.
okay.
Firstly, I was considering some Amazfit BPU types. Then I thought, let's go for an Apple Watch. Then I thought of an Apple Watch Series 3. Then I DM'd Pratik. Should I go for Apple Watch Series 3? He said someone in the team TechWiser is also using it, and he's
Arshit.
really struggling it with the storage. It's only
Mm-hmm.
8 GB. You should
Mm-hmm.
go for Apple Watch SE. So
Oh
I
yeah.
bought an Apple Watch SE. Then I got to know that it doesn't get supported with iPhone 6. You need some
Oh,
iOS 14 or higher.
Mm-hmm.
above.
Then in the sale, I got this iPhone SE and for the Apple Watch only. Then I get pretty used to it and I sold my Pixel then.
Okay.
Oh,
So now this
nice.
is my primary device.
That's like buying another
Hmm.
thing to just
Mhm.
like justify your purchase.
So
Okay.
you didn't buy it for the size of the phone.
No, no, no.
It was mostly for the
Actually,
Apple Watch.
I think TechWiser didn't even recommended this iPhone SE because of its
Yeah,
No,
battery.
no.
Yeah.
We're more
battery.
of
And
like
how's the
a
battery? How's the battery life though?
Actually, I'm a very light user. I
Hmm.
use a phone for and 2 hours a day, not
That's
more
way
than
too
that.
light.
ah,
Hmm.
that's like
Yeah,
you would
Hmm.
easily go through. Maybe
I'm on
use your
my
laptop.
I'm on my MacBook all day. It's an M1, and
Hmm.
it's lasts me. I have to charge it twice a day. I use it that much.
In that case, yeah. In that case, it totally makes sense to get a
Mm,
iPhone SE.
Hey,
So you
nice.
have
yeah.
so you have Silicon and you have Android Fanboy.
Has the format changed? When I used to watch SNL, it used to be like iSheep and something
Oh
like
They
yeah.
that.
changed it. They changed the name to Apple Investor. Like
Oh,
some
As
of them
this
changed
is
the name.
SNL 2.2.3.08. Like
okay.
constant
So I don't
upgradation.
have the option for iSheep.
iShip
Oh,
is
someone
basically
answered.
Apple Investor.
No,
Apple
I
Investor.
Yeah.
don't
Someone
have the
answered.
option for it.
No,
No,
somebody
someone
already answered
basically
it.
answered it.
Okay, so what are the options that
You have Silicon and you have Android Fanboy.
I have? Android fanboy.
Oh,
I'm not an
you
Android
use a
fanboy,
Pixel.
but still. Yeah, I've used it for a couple of months, but still.
That counts.
said by someone who has Pixel.
Ah, that counts. So yes. So which is the latest Android skin to include upper body recognition in face recognition?
Oh yeah, this is really
But
nice.
I have no idea. which is the
Oh,
Okay.
latest Android skin to include upper body in
Face
uh,
recognition. Yeah.
One UI.
okay. This will be exclude that exclude upper body and face recognition. But I think you still yeah, like since you have no idea, it would
Exclude.
be it will exclude. So you still have time if you want to make a guess.
No, it will include.
Yeah.
I'm pretty
They
sure.
are excluding it. They are excluding it. That's the whole thing about it. Okay, so
No. Yeah, we can go back
let's
and forth on that. But
we
yeah.
can go back and forth, but I think the answer is MIUI, the latest version of
Yeah,
Correct.
MIUI.
someone has
Pointed
said
out in
this in
chat as
chat.
well. So
Yeah.
yeah, MIUI
MIUI
13. What they
MIUI
are doing
13.
is they have said that if you are gonna use a face unlock in MIUI 13, it will only use your face, which
Oh,
other people in the community started asking questions. So if they are saying they will only use face, does it mean that all the other face unlock were using everything from the like the first half of your body? So that was the whole thing it gets started from.
actually, I've never used Face ID, Face Unlock, anything. I used to
Hmm.
have iPhone 6 with a Touch ID. Then I got an Pixel 4a that also had a fingerprint sensor, and this also
Hmm.
is.
Oh, I'm pretty
Uh,
sure it's the other way around. So MIUI said the facial recognition is upper body
and
recognition. The user sets
I
his
want to
face.
Is
ask
it?
one thing. What's the standby battery of Pixel 6? Like when I had Pixel 4a, it used to get drained when I was not using it even.
Hmm. Correct.
Hmm.
That's not the
I
case
don't.
with iPhone.
No, yeah,
iPhones don't have that
iPhone,
Yeah,
battery
even
battery.
app, any
yeah.
Apple product has a very good standby battery life. iPad, if you leave it and if you come back after a month, from 98% it will be 92, 93%,
Actually,
even
I'm
after a
also
month.
planning to buy an iPad
Okay.
for noting, and that will also complete my whole ecosystem.
There you go.
First, I
That happens.
thought of iPad 10.2 inch, the base variant. Now I'm waiting for an iPad Air, which will come out in March, I guess.
Oh,
Hmm.
yeah.
The rumors are
Okay.
that it will come in March.
Okay. So, yeah, your thing was right. They mentioned the upper body thing.
Mrinal is wrong.
Hey. Pratik is right. That is more important.
No,
Someone is
guess
saying,
what?
don't buy the Air, man. It's like,
Okay.
have you used that iPad Air? Have you guys
Not
used?
really.
No.
Not really. We just use
There's
the
no.
regular iPad, and we have two
We have
iPads.
yeah, we have
Uh,
iPad users in the writing team. So
but they have the Pro one. They have
the
Pro.
pro one.
Oh,
Manu has a regular iPad, and we have a Mini. So I don't think we have
does
any
a
experience with
120
Air
hertz really make a difference?
on an iPad.
Yeah,
Not really sure since we have not tested it, so can't
I
really
have
comment.
no on phone also.
Oh
Uh,
yeah, it
I
does.
I
Phone, yes.
haven't used something greater than 60 hertz till
It's
date.
one of those things. Once you go 120, you cannot go 60. It's like one of
Oh,
those. If it doesn't exist, you won't feel it. But once you start using it, you wouldn't go well.
oh, so how did you manage to migrate to iPhone 13?
Who, me?
Yeah,
The thing with iOS is really, I think I said it in the review. Like you still feel it when you scroll Twitter, when you browse
yeah.
browser, like you can see it, but the animations and all of that, when you swipe up, you go to the menu, those are pretty
Have
slick.
you used the 13 Pro?
I've used the 13 Pro, yeah, for a couple of days maybe. I think, yeah,
So
for a
there
day or two.
is there a difference between 13 and 13 Pro that refresh rate? Like, do you feel the difference?
I could see it, but none of these guys could see it. So that is.
Oh yeah.
Uh,
Meanwhile, we also got we passed the 369 likes. So yeah, we will be doing that surprise quiz as well. Either way, man, good having you, and we learned a lot of things from you about tech, the Apple ecosystem. So yeah,
It was great. It was great. Thank you.
thank you.
thank you, man. Have a good one. Cheers.
Oh, your mic is mute. You are mute. Yeah, that works.
How about now?
Nah, that works.
Hmm. Okay, guys, you need to like anyone who is in the waiting room. Have to keep your webcam on so that we see somebody is there. Okay, let's see who do we have next. Uh, hey Akash,
Hey, hello.
Hi.
How are you?
we are good. How
Good,
are
good.
you?
Good. How are you?
I'm fine. I am actually very fine now. I didn't expect like I would be here. I was just waiting. It's a good start. It's a good start to 2022.
Oh yeah,
Oh, today's first. I almost keep forgetting that today's first.
Happy New Year to you guys.
Happy New
Happy New
Year to
Year,
you
man.
too and your family.
Hmm. So on that note, let's start with the ritual.
Ritual like my mobile.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I use a very old mobile, Redmi
Hmm.
6.
Oh,
Like I am a
nice,
student, so
Okay.
I am planning to update my mobile once I get an internship. Till then, it's
nice.
my
So,
It
like,
makes
are you
sense.
able to keep like, is this old mobile able to keep up with your day-to-day task?
actually, I have debloated it, like all the
Acha.
like based MIUI apps. Like there was get apps and security, all that
Mhm.
I have removed. So
ADB.
it's performing much better.
Using ADB or you have a rooted phone?
No, using ADB. I haven't
Okay.
rooted
Oh,
it.
Oh, that works.
nice.
That works. But yeah, if your job gets done, there's no point upgrading.
Yeah, like I will purchase a mobile like from purely performance perspective next time. Like I won't focus on brand that much. Like
Okay.
Hmm.
most probably I will get a Xiaomi phone and install some custom ROM.
Oh,
Matlab,
we would love to know your experience coming from that and going
yeah.
into that. So you have only silicon left. So there you go. Hold on. So which is the latest smartphone processor to partner with AMD graphics?
It's Samsung, right? Samsung
The
Exynos.
processor name.
Exynos 2000.
Ah,
Yeah.
2200.
which one?
Yeah,
Is
2000.
it correct?
Yeah.
Oh,
2200
congratulations!
or
Nice.
2100. Like, yeah, they haven't officially said it, but yeah, it's 2000. Yeah.
Yeah, 2000.
That's it. That was a good one.
Congratulations, man. That was quick,
Yeah,
last minute
thank
thing.
you. Thank you.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
chat got it.
So yeah,
So
just
yeah,
leave your email in the private chat, and we will get back to
Yeah.
you.
Yeah, I have to ask you guys something uh
sure.
like just like I inquired about, yeah, like TechWiser is looking for a tech writer.
Mm-hmm.
So like it is asking for like 1 to 2 months of, I think, writing experience.
1 to 2 years of writing experience.
So is it necessary, like if I have recently started to write blogs about that, like about
I
6 months prior, so I can send you sample of that.
Oh yeah, that should work. Like if you have work samples, you can send us the link and we and the editor will get it and get back to you. But we usually require experience since it's a remote thing and we are not in the position to train new people. So that's why we are now asking for
Oh, I get
experience.
that. I get that.
Uh,
Yeah,
so
the
so
Actually,
entire
that
I'm
I
code
would
was
continuing
written.
my studies, so that won't be a good
Yeah.
idea. Neither for me, neither
yeah,
for you.
Okay.
exactly.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
It was nice
Okay.
talking to you, man.
Yeah,
And
thank you.
see us
Thank
one
you.
time. Do drop in
Y-
your email ID though.
Yeah, sure, I'll do that.
Okay, I think we have one more left and
Yeah,
there
you
will be
have.
one surprise. So we have two left, right?
Hold on. I think I exhausted.
The battery. Okay. So now we don't have anything left because Pratik is the one who has all the questions. So let's see if we can get back to Pratik. Meanwhile, maybe let's take some questions. So in case you have any interesting questions, shoot them in the private chat or in the comments. I will be taking some interesting questions. Mm, I see some questions, although I'm waiting for. Oh, okay, so they are also in the private chat. Hmm. Mrinal, what's your opinion on NFTs? Uh, I think it could be a game changer, something which is revolutionary, something which is new, like what internet was back in 1980s, or what uh, I think Web 2.0 was back in 2008, something like that. Blockchain, I'm a lot enthusiastic about, but NFT, I have not done enough research, so can't really comment. But something, it's like one of those things, easy to ride. Like the wave is coming. If you can ride that wave, it changes you for good. Anybody who works on, like, think for example, anyone who was working on Web 2.0, so like when Web 2, around 2005, anybody who was into tech, if they are going for Infosys or something, they were able to get into US very easily from the job. If you are able to make a website, those websites are now basically the media, like mobile nations and all that, the media curator now. So anything, if you made a website back then, you become the biggest website. If you started a podcast back then, you become the biggest podcast now, provided that you are also good. So I think NFT will also be, or even blockchain will also be something, if you are able to understand it or ride the wave, it will give you massive returns 10 years, 20 years down the line. Same thing. I think YouTube will also be that way. All the popular YouTubers you see now are the mainstream YouTubers of 2012. So anyone who started their YouTube back in 2012 are the biggest YouTubers now. And if you start a YouTube channel now, there are some YouTube channels which are very popular, which started recently, but most of them, you see, they started back in 2010, 2012, the OGs. When is the review of Realme laptop, especially the Into Evil version? It's, yeah, Pratik. Oh, Pratik, you're back from
I'm
a
back
regular
from like
camera.
2015. I just went like my webcam quality just went 2021 to, so I'm using my integrated webcam. Realme laptop. I'm still using it. Yeah. It's more of gonna be like a 15 days review video or something. Like I used the laptop for 15 days. So if you use the laptop, it's more of a user experience type. Speakers are really good. The build quality is really good. Like I miss laptops which are really well built, sleek. One thing, like if you're looking for a casual experience notebook, it's a good to consider. It's a good laptop to consider. The Realme one. I'm
Okay,
using
so
the i5 variant. Yeah.
just before we come to QuizWiser, there's one more super chat. OnePlus 936 or OnePlus 9R for 35, which is better? Very close call. OnePlus 9R for 9R for 35 and 9 for 36. Hmm. Very, very close call. I think OnePlus 9, it's usually sold for 50. At sale, you get it for 40. And now, if you're getting it for 36.5, that's a good
It has a
discount.
better wide angle camera, I would say. You don't get OIS in OnePlus 9, but phew, if you're a heavy user, if you want to game a lot, I would say still go for 9R. And if you're someone who just uses casually, you can go for OnePlus 9. That shouldn't be a bad option.
Hmm. Okay, so back to QuizWiser. Let's see, who do we have next? Uh, hey man, what's up?
Fine.
Hey, hey, how is it going? First of
Yeah,
all,
it's
Happy
fine.
New Year to you and your family.
Same to you. Happy New Year.
Okay. So this is, I guess this is also your first time in QuizWiser.
Yes, first time.
Oh, nice. So which smartphone are you using?
Just
I
He
think.
just went, I think he went to take his smartphone. Oh, okay.
no, it's for lighting.
Oh, nice.
Ah, nice.
Yes. I use Poco C3.
Okay. Okay.
Poco C3. Interesting. It's one of those smartphones. I think it's a budget smartphone.
Under 10, yeah, under 10K.
Under
Yeah.
10 one.
For
Hey, and it's a very
I,
popular one as
I
well.
bought it for very cheap, 799, 999. Sorry.
Oh, nice. So how's the
Oh, that's a
experience
nice.
of using a budget smartphone?
I'm not a go for
Uh,
smartphones more. I use laptop.
okay.
Acha. So
So
most of the time. So which? So what's like one good thing about it and one bad thing about it? Like one pro and
Good
con
thing.
in your opinion.
mm, Good thing is best value for money for this money.
Yeah.
799 for
Ah,
4 GB
yeah,
RAM
that's one
for
thing I love.
yes. But my UI I didn't like it.
Okay,
That's
me.
there.
Actually, I
Yeah,
am coming
there's
from
one thing I
stock Android.
really like. I really like in budget and mid-range phones. Like the battery life just doesn't, like you can't finish it in even 2 days. Like that's the really good thing which I like in budget and
It's a
mid-range phones.
5000 mAh.
Hey, nice. Okay, let's go with the quizwiser.
So yeah, you have. Did we say what's the price money for this one?
Is this all three are done? All I
Yeah,
think we
we are
do.
all done. Yeah, we are all done. So this
Okay,
is like the special 20. No, why I'm saying 21. 1st January 2022. The
2020. Okay, so
TechWiser
you.
trivia. Yeah,
Hey, nice. You're chosen for the TechWiser Trivia, which is a special edition we are adding now. So yeah, uh, I think this depends on how long have you been watching TechWiser. If you are like an old subscriber, you will be able to answer it. I'm not sure. Like I have not seen the questions.
I think I'm subscribed 1 year watching, following you.
1 year following, yeah, you have a pretty good chance. Let's see how it goes then. Let's go. So the prize money is 1,000 rupees, which is basically the double of what we have otherwise. And the question will be related to TechWiser and not anything like a tech we have seen.
a tech we are seeing. Yeah. So yeah, that's how it goes. So which is TechWiser's most popular YouTube video?
Oh, nice. The time is running. Like I see a lot of people going to the YouTube tab.
iPhone 13
Oh,
review.
no, 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 no. We do like we get far more views than that.
Which one?
iPhone 13 reviews. It was a popular one, but
I think this
definitely
was
not.
yeah, in terms of views, yeah.
If I have to say, I think it would be WhatsApp or WhatsApp video. If not that, then maybe Echo Dot video. Echo Dot or
Ah, I thought this is one of the questions you're going to be wrong as well. It's Echo Dot versus Google Nest Media. They're like, how can you be wrong about your own channel with the views?
I think both of them got 2 million views, but we took one of them like private or something for some reason. So I think how many views does it have?
2.3 million, I think.
2.3 million. That's nice. So that's 2.2 million more than the iPhone video.
Which works. It was a tough one. Like even if I was asked, it would be tough. But yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Either way, man, good seeing you and tough luck. But yeah, we will do it next time.
Oh, there's a lot of internet latency or something like
Lag.
that, right?
Okay.
Lag, yeah.
Mm, mm.
Yeah, man. Like nice meeting you. See you soon.
Yes. Definitely.
I'm not sure. I'm sorry if I just cut him off, but I think the internet is pretty dicey. Like I wasn't able to even get it.
So yeah, I think we crossed our time this time as well. It's almost an hour and 50 minutes. The
Ah,
SNL is getting longer and longer.
oh, I mean, we are still far away from the 2 hour mark. So yeah,
Oh,
2.4
2.4.
million.
That was a,
Nice.
like I would like to see the. I think most people on YouTube are not getting millions of views now that the entire tech has moved to smartphone markets. You get steady views, consistent views, but you don't get major views like most of the tech channel used to do. I think if you do iPhone, that's when most of the people outside tech are also interested. But mostly the views we are seeing is most of the channels they are getting consistent views of half a million or under million.
2 million.
2 million is when
It would be
people
fun.
outside from tech
It would
they,
be fun
they
to
come and
beat
watch
this
it.
one in this year, like 2022.
Oh,
It would
that
be
would be
fun to beat
something.
this in this year.
Imagine SNL has a 2.4 million.
Arey, come on. Wishful thinking.
That would be something. StreamYard server will go down.
So yes, you wanna see a really good app of the week. I don't know if we can get copyrighted for this, but if we get copyrighted for this, it's one for the team, I would say.
Interesting.
Up to the chat. Hold on. Let me grab the link. Meanwhile, you can answer a question if you want to.
It's more like a uh, it's not a question for sure, Mrinal. I think you guys need to do Tesla contest. I would participate personally in that contest.
Tesla contest.
Like giving away Tesla or
Tesla
something.
content.
Oh, a
Is
Tesla
this?
content.
Hey, come
Tesla
on.
content.
Why thought this something going on Twitter that I haven't heard of? Like, what is this going on? Tesla contest. Is Elon Musk giving away the Cybertruck whistle?
Oh, 469 is near. Oh, that's nice. So
Very well.
let's hit 469 just for the sake of it. Let's see if we can do that. And yeah, we will be changing few things in the future in SNL as well. 2022. You have seen a better mic. More better things are gonna be coming in future. And yeah,
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to find out. Hold on. Because I had the link, but I kind of blew away the link. Hold on. I have to even change the link. Yeah.
there's a
So
lot of
Google.
difference. Yeah, go ahead.
What?
No, just go ahead. The audio video quality has changed drastically from a DSLR to like this
I
thing
switched back to the
looks.
DSLR.
Huh.
Yes.
It doesn't look like a DSLR
Of
now.
course. Which webcam is giving you this damn high quality? So Google had a really cool website up, which is an old version. It's called Blob Opera. So using machine learning, it can make new opera songs for you for your new year, and you just have to
Hmm.
do is go here, turn up your sound. So you will have four voices in cities. So you just have to pick this guy and place him somewhere here.
Nice.
Then you have the second guy, which can drag to sing tenor. Then you have this third one, and then you have this fourth one. Yeah, and then here you can ring in New Year.
Oh, interesting. Happy New Year.
So you just have to record this and pick up this guy to sing, and they all start singing. And like you can make your different amount of like everyone can make their own different combination of song. And if you happen to do it, post it on Twitter, tag us. Like I would really want to hear it, but this is so fun.
Hmm.
And
That's
it's not
wholesome.
even like the ones you do on the equalizer, like it turns out to be anything. It's really good.
Hmm. So, what's the link of the app? Okay, so you can leave
I'll
it in the
leave the link.
comment.
I'll leave the link
Okay.
in the comments and do try it out. It was one of those things which made my mind blue. Like it was really good one. So yeah, do try it out. And yeah, go ahead. This is me, Pratik, and my co-host Mrinal signing off. Any last words for you?
Happy New Year, everyone. Enjoy it. Tomorrow, Sunday. Have some quality time with your friends and family. And yeah,
COVID
stay
is on the
happy, stay
rise,
wiser,
so take care of yourself. And if you
stay
haven't
inside.
taken, yeah, stay inside. If you haven't taken your second dose, do it. And that good. This is us signing off. Catch you guys later.
Bye, everyone.
See you
Cheers.
soon.